the labyrinthine intricacies of the human heart. It's a place fraught with paradoxes and mysteries, much like an ancient tome whose pages reveal secrets only if you're willing to read between the lines. Today, we embark on a journey to understand why avoidance feels safer when you pull back, and, indeed, how to use this curious phenomenon to foster more meaningful connections. Imagine, if you will, a grand chessboard where each piece represents a facet of our emotional landscape. The avoidant in this grand game is much like the knight, guarded, unpredictable, moving in those distinct L-shaped patterns that perplex even the seasoned player. Avoidants, as the term suggests, are masters of emotional evasion, the Houdinis of the heart, if you will. They dance away from vulnerability with the grace of a prima ballerina, all to protect a delicate core that fears engulfment as much as it yearns for intimacy. Now, why do avoidants feel safer when you pull back? Picture a garden, overgrown and wild, where sunlight filters through the leaves in dappled patterns. In this garden, the avoidant finds solace in solitude, a sanctuary from the bustling world that demands so much. When you step back, you grant them the very space they need to breathe, to reflect, to gather their scattered thoughts like fallen autumn leaves. It's in this space that they find equilibrium, a delicate balance between connection and autonomy. Let me regale you with a tale, a parable of sorts. There was once a young artist named Julian, whose brushstrokes captured the essence of life in vivid hues. Julian was an avoidant, his heart a canvas of inscrutable emotions. He had a habit of retreating to his studio, a cocoon of creativity, whenever the world became too overwhelming. His partner, Sophia, wise and patient, learned over time that Julian needed this space not as a rejection, but as a refuge. When she gently pulled back, allowing him the solitude he craved, Julian would emerge from his studio, paint-splattered and renewed, ready to embrace her with a heart more open and vulnerable than before. This, dear friends, is the art of pulling back. It is not a strategy of manipulation, but rather a gift of understanding. It is the quiet acknowledgement that in the dance of intimacy, sometimes a step back is as valuable as a step forward. When you pull back, you offer the avoidant a chance to recalibrate, to feel the comforting embrace of their own company, and to return to the relationship with a fullness of spirit that was previously elusive. But how do you wield this tool, this gentle pulling back, without causing harm or misunderstanding? It requires a touch as delicate as a maestro's on a Stradivarius, a balance of intuition and empathy. You must first attune yourself to the rhythms of the avoidant's heart, to listen not just with your ears, but with the entirety of your being. Observe the subtle cues, perhaps a hesitance in their voice, a distant gaze, a sigh that speaks volumes. These are the whispers of their need for space. Once you perceive this need, the key is to step back with grace, not in a huff of frustration or a cloud of resentment. Communicate with clarity, expressing your own needs while respecting theirs. A simple, "Take all the time you need, I'm here when you're ready," can act as a balm to their weary soul. It's a reassurance that you are not abandoning them, but rather honoring their journey. Consider, if you will, the tale of two rivers converging. One, a torrent of emotion, the other, a gentle stream. When they meet, the waters must find a way to flow together without one overwhelming the other. This is the essence of pulling back, finding harmony in the ebb and flow of connection. Therein lies the wisdom of the ages, the understanding that in relationships, as in life, less can indeed be more. By pulling back, you allow the avoidant to feel safe, to stretch their wings within the confines of their own solitude. And when they are ready, they will return, drawn not by obligation, but by the genuine desire to share their world with you once more. In the end, it is not about changing the avoidant, nor is it about suppressing your own needs. It is about crafting a dance of love and respect, where each partner moves in tandem, respecting the rhythms of the other. By understanding why avoidance feels safer when you pull back, you unlock the door to deeper intimacy, where trust is built not on the foundation of proximity, but on the strength of understanding. So, dear viewers, let us embrace this journey with open hearts and minds, ready to explore the rich tapestry of human connection. For in this dance, we find not only the essence of the avoidance heart, but the very core of our own humanity.
If you believe this video might help someone dear to you, share it with them. A small gesture on your part could mean the world to a friend in need.